regarding Janaha Sthapanam Vastuni Cha. Janaha is people, Sthapanam is places, Vastuni is things, and Cha is N. Okay, so we're gonna learn about people, places, and things. In Sanskrit, it is called Janaha Sthapanam Vastuni Cha. Okay, so okay, you have to learn about that there are three genders: masculine, feminine, and neuter gender. Okay, now depending on the name, you have to use the proper pronoun, either esaha, esa, or etat. There is a list. You see which page it is. You have to recognize the noun, whether it is. Now, do you all have a Unit 3 hand sheet that I have forwarded to you? So you won't be able to answer, but I hope you have that. So, okay. So there are three genders, and the nouns, how to recognize which noun is in which gender. Okay. So there is a rule of thumb, which I'm going to repeat. You have to be, digest it. So the masculine name ends with aha, like deepaha. See that? Syutaha, like that. The all masculine name ends with aha, and the pronoun to go with this is esaha, means this. Esaha deepaha, this is lamp. Esaha syutaha, this is bag. Esaha chasakaha, this is cup. Esaha chamasaha, this is spoon. Esaha asandaha, this is chair. Esaha balakaha, this is boy. So on this sheet you find all the names are masculine, they end with aha. And the pronoun to be used is esaha. In the next sheet, we will be going through all feminine name with end with a or e, akarant or ekarant, it is called. Okay. For example, gati. So this is feminine. So the pronoun is used with gati is esa, esa gati. This is a clock. Okay. Esa mapika. This is a ruler. So this we use esa for this. Mapika is feminine. You can see that. Similarly, esa lekhani. This is pen. Esa satika. This is sari. Esa kartari. This is scissor. Esa balika. This is girl. So all these names you see kartari, balika, lekhani, satika, like that. Gati, mapika, they are in feminine gender. The pronoun goes with his esa, okay, means this. So in the third page, we are going to go through neuter name, which ends with ma, vatayanam. Vatayanam means window. And the pronoun goes with it is etat. You see, etat vatayanam. Okay, mean this is window. Etat krishnafalakam. This is blackboard. Etat pustakam. This is book. Etat dvaram. And this is door. Etat puspam. This is flower. Etat gruham. This is house. So all this name you see ending with ma, puspam, gruham, pustakam, dvaram, Vatayanam Krishna Falakam. And the pronoun goes is etat for everyone. Etat means this. Okay. So we learned three pronouns so far. Esaha, eta, esaha, esa, and etat. Esaha for masculine, esa for feminine, and etat for neuter gender. Okay. So now the next here it tells you the activity, which word esaha, esa, etat should be used before noun. This is a noun. Syutaha means bag. Ends with masculine. So we have to choose this word. Esaha, that goes here. Esaha syutaha. This is a bag. Okay. Now lekhani is feminine. So this esa will go here. Esa lekhani. For satika, so same thing. Esa satika. Asandaha. It ends with aha. So the pronoun uses esaha. So esaha will go here. Gati is feminine. So the esa will go here. And for pustakam, neuter gender. So the etat will go here. Okay. So this is like this. Similarly, puspam. So etat puspam. Mapika is feminine. Esha mapika. Gruham is neuter. So it would be etat gruham, like that. And the last one, balakaha, masculine. Esaha balakaha. Krishna falakam, neuter. Etat Krishna falakam. Balika is feminine. Esa balika. Simple, right? So are you get familiar with three pronouns, esa, esa, etat, depending on the masculine, feminine, and neuter gender. Now, that is for this. Now, what is the pronoun for that? That means when object is far. See here, the deep is far from this little girl here. Okay. So there are three different pronouns that we're going to learn for that, depending on masculine, feminine, or neuter gender. So we are using saha, deepaha. So for this, we use esaha, but for that, we will use saha for masculine. Saha, deepaha, that is lamb. Saha, sutaha, that is bag. Saha, chasakaha, that is cup. Saha, chamasaha, that is spoon. Saha, asandaha, that is chair. Saha, balakaha, that is boy. Okay, so these are all ends with aha, and for that, because the object is far, we use saha. Okay, so this is the difference you need to know between the near object and a far object. Far object, we said that, okay, and for that, for masculine, you use saha. Now, what about feminine? So here is the feminine. We use sa for that, for feminine. Gati is feminine. Sa gati, that is clock. Sa mapika, that is ruler. Sa lekhani, that is pen. Sa satika, that is sari. Sa kartari, that is scissor. And sa balika, that is girl. So you see all balika, kartari, satika, lekhani, they're all feminine. And the pronoun we use is sa, means that, because object is far. Okay. So now we go for neuter gender. Neuter gender, for that, you use the pronoun tat. When it was a this, we were using etat. Okay. But for that, it is tat. Okay. So tat vatayanam. Vatayanam means window, right? And it is in neuter gender, ends with ma. Tat vatayanam, that is window. Tat Krishna Falakam, that is blackboard. Tat Pustakam, that is book. Tat Dvaram, that is door. Tat Puspam, that is flower. Tat Gruham, that is house. So here we learn three more pronoun for that. Okay, when the object is far, and they are saha, sa, and tat. Okay, so in the unit 3 handwritten sheet that I have sent you, I have made a table in which I have a gender column, I have a this column, that column, and then the question mark column. So there I have used masculine, and for this use esaha. For that I have used saha. For feminine, esa. For this, and sa for that. For neuter, etat. For this, and tat for that. Okay, so you have to refer that. That will be your reference. So this is all about that thing, and this one is an exercise, like which one we should use, saha, sa, or tat, depending on the gender of the name. There are three gender: masculine, feminine, neuter. So to decide which one should be used here, okay, all meaning that, saha, sa, tat, they all means that in English. But whether we should saha, sa, or tat, depending on the gender. So let us say a gati is feminine. So we'll have to use sa gati, that is clock. Alakaha, it ends with aha, so it's masculine. So we use saha, balakaha, that is boy. Balika, again feminine, we use sa, balika. Okay. Similarly, sa, satika, then deepaha, saha, deepaha, like that. And lekhani is feminine, sa, lekhani. Puspam is neuter, so tap, puspam. Chasakaha is masculine, so saha, chasakaha for that. Okay. So this is the main thing that you have to remember about the gender, and the pronoun will keep changing depending on what gender the word is. Now this one here, when asking a question about a person or object which is nearby, you say esaha kaha. Okay. Because so esaha vaidyaha asti. This is a doctor. When nearby it is this. So this is esaha. So esaha kaha. Who is this? So the answer is esaha vaidyaha. This is doctor. Okay. Similarly, esaha kaha. Okay. So esaha hastaha. Means this is hand. Hasta means hand. Okay. Right. Okay. So next thing, Gandhavarti ka, that is feminine. It means a. So we use esa ka. What is this? Esa ka means what is this? So the answer is esa Gandhavarti ka, like that. Similarly here, Dvichakri ka is bicycle. So esa ka. What is this? Esa ka means what is this? Esa Dvichakrika. Okay. And here, neuter gender, Krishna Kundalam, Karna Kundalam. Karna Kundalam is earring. So that is neuter gender. So you ask, Etat Kim means what is this? Etat Krishna Kundalam. Etat Jalam. Okay. Etat Kim, what is this? Etat Jalam. Okay. So this is how the use of pronoun depending on the gender. So we have an exercise here. We have to choose esaha kaha or esa ka or etat kim. Okay, depending on When we use esah kah we use for masculine. Esa ka we use for feminine. Etat kim we use for neuter gender. Okay, so let's try using them. This is the thing. Esah kah, what is this? Esa ka, what is this? Etat kim, what is this? So let's see. Narikelah. So narikelah is masculine. So we're gonna use this. Esah kah right here. Esah kah is esah narikelah. Similarly for upanetram. So narikelah is coconut. Upanetram is glasses. So it is neuter gender. So we use etat kim. Etat kim. Etat upanetram asti. Similarly, nauka. Nauka is boat. Nauka is feminine. So esa nauka. So we have to use question mark. Esa ka. Esa nauka. Esa ka means what is this? Esa nauka. For feminine, we use esa because it is nearby. Now, here dasana bijam, omegante. Etat dasana bijam. It is neuter gender. So we ask etat kim. Etat dasana bijam. Like that. Okay. So we use etat kim for neuter gender. Next, esah keshaha. Keshaha means hair. So what do we ask here? What is this one? Esah kaha, because it is masculine. Now esah darpanaha. So here also you say esah kaha. Okay. So this is that practice. Now here, when object is far, you see when asking question about a person or object which is far, you say saha kaha instead of a saha kaha. Now you see that for masculine. Sa ka for feminine instead of a sa ka. And tat kim for neuter gender instead of a tat kim. So you have to remember all these words, okay? Saha kaha, that is for that, for far. But for nearby, we use a saha kaha. The kaha will not change. It's just saha for that, a saha for this. Okay. So here, saha keshaha. So saha kaha, that is how we ask. The answer is saha keshaha. Now next one. Saha kaha, saha narikelaha. Now, nauka is feminine. So it's asking sa ka, okay, sa nauka. Okay. Then sa ka utpitika, sa utpitika. Okay. Is also feminine. Then dhanam, money. Utpitika is table, you can see. Nauka is boat. Utpitika is table. Dhanam is money. Okay. So for dhanam, because it is neuter gender, we use tat kim. Okay. So tat kim for neuter gender, tat dasana bijam asti, means that is promegante. Okay. So this is how we do it. Now activity 4, we will have to choose saha kaha, saka or tat kim, depending on, they're all far objects. So saha, sa and tat. Now depending on the gender, manushyaha is masculine. So we use this saha kaha here. Saha kaha means what is this or who is this for man. So it's saha manushyaha. Okay. Then patram is neuter gender. So we use tat kim here and say tat patram. Vaidyaha masculine. So saha kaha here. Saha vaidyaha. Then Gandhavartika feminine. So we have to use sa ka. Now instead of far, if it is near, then esa ka, like that. Okay. So now choose the correct question to go with the noun. Saha, kaha, sa, ka, whatever. Okay. So for nauka, now it is far, right? So you say sa, ka, like that. Then for utpitika, also you will say sa, ka. Then for narikelaha, it is masculine. So saha, kaha, and mahila is feminine. So sa, ka, like that. Okay. So this is the vocabulary of unit 3. So we'll practice this vocabulary unit 3, and then I'm going to show you on the screen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare. Okay, so I will go slowly, pronounce it, so you please hear and learn correct pronunciation. Okay, you go along with me because you can see the screen as well as everybody can see the screen here. Okay, so I'm gonna say Kim what? Krishna Falakam, blackboard. Lekhani, pen. Mahila, woman. Manushyaha, man. Mapika, ruler or scale. Narikelaha, coconut. Nauka, boat. Patram, leaf. Puspam, flower. Pustakam, book. Sa, that for female. Saha, that for male. Satika, sari. Sutaha, bag. Tat, that for neuter gender. Upanetram, glasses. And Vaidya, doctor. And Vatayanam is window. Okay, so this is the end of unit 3 here. I will show you the handwritten sheet, which looks like you probably have in your folder. Let me stop sharing and I'm gonna show you this thing here. Everybody can see this? This is the unit 3 summary that I have sent you. You see there is a table there. Okay, and that table for pronoun, okay, I have a first column gender, second column for this, that, and then a question mark. So if you remember that, then you will do good on your game also. I will repeat that table. Like first column is gender. You see under the gender, I have written 3 gender: masculine, feminine, and neuter, right? And then under the column this, I have listed appropriate pronoun. For masculine, I have used esaha. For feminine, I have used esa. For neuter, I have used etat. Then for that, okay, for masculine, I have used saha. For feminine, I have used sa. And for neuter, I have used tat. Okay. And for question mark, okay, I have used kaha for masculine, ka for feminine, and kim for neuter gender. See this? So if you, and then I have given some example of this and that. For example, Esaha Deepaha Asti. This is a lamp. Okay. Then I'm asking question, Esaha Kaha, like that. This is like a sample, which we did on that thing. Okay. We'll quickly go through the pronoun again on the table. I'll try to share the screen again. Okay. So, what happened here? Why it is stuck here? Let me see. Okay, here we go. You see that? I'll just quickly go through all the pages in few minutes and then you can ask me questions. Again, esaha, this for nearby object, esaha deepaha, esaha sutaha, like that. Then for, oh, I'll go there fast. Okay, then I'll take example for feminine, esa, okay, this is esa gati, okay, and etat vatayanam, okay. Similarly, sa gati tat vatayanam, like that, okay, and kaha and ka and kim, okay. So this is all about unit 3 that you are learning pronoun. All you have to remember is there are 3 genders, and when the object is nearby, you need to know what pronouns should be used for masculine, for feminine, and for neuter, right? So if you do that, then you will be all right. And you have to learn some vocabulary. For example, if you ask what is the correct word for boat, then you should know that it is nauka. That's from that thing, you know. Okay. Now the door is far away. So what will you use? The correct, you know. So door is neuter gender, which is dvaram. So it will be like for far away, tat dvaram, like that. So this is the thing you have to do. Next thing is like if book is nearby, okay, then you would say etat pustakam, like that, you know. Okay, so I will stop here and take questions from you and see what you have learned.
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much. So I will be unmuting one by one who have raised the hands. So first we will go by Govind. Can you unmute yourself, please?
What is
Yes.
I've forgotten my question.
Govind? Yeah, please go ahead. We cannot hear you. Okay, next we will move on to Vrinda. 1 minute, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Vrinda, yeah, please go ahead.
So I have two questions. My first question is like when the little girl, she's asking like Asia Kaha or like Esaka or Etat Kim, how does she refer to what gender if she doesn't know what this thing is?
What gender it is? Okay. So this is thumb rule to find out what gender that name is. For example, if the name ends with aha, balakaha, deepaha, syutaha, they are all masculine.
Prabhuji, I mean like if she doesn't know what the thing is, so how does she refer to it? Because if she doesn't know it, then she cannot like also like refer to what gender it is.
Oh, it doesn't know what? You mean the meaning of the word?
I mean like if she's asking Aisha Kaha for
Uh-huh.
like, then she doesn't know like this is Aisha Vedyaha, so how does she know it's
Esa kaha,
masculine,
when,
feminine, or
yeah, when she asks Esa kaha, means she will point out something, right? Either book or table or chair or something. And
yes?
yeah, this is like she, then he said Esa kaha means she is asking, pointing out something. So by looking at it, somebody will know, right?
Okay. And my second question is that you said Manushya means man, but in the Bhagavad Gita, I read that Manushya means human.
Yeah, Manushya, human, yeah, Manushya is man in Sanskrit, but the Manushya is human. Human is kind of in a race, sort of, it's kind of in a human body, animal body, plant body, that is like that. But man is we use for, man, woman, boy, girl, like that.
Okay.
In that sense, Manushya is man.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, next we have Prabhuji Aditya. Aditya, yeah, please go ahead.
So for doctor it's Vaidyaha. So if the doctor is a feminine, do we still say Vaidyaha?
Yeah, Vaidyaha, see, ends with aha. You have to see how it ends. Vaidyaha, aha, so it's masculine.
Yeah, but if a doctor is feminine, do we still use the masculine word?
Okay, here Vaidya means doctor. It doesn't say whether man or woman, right? So, yeah, it's just the Sanskrit translation of doctor is Vaidya. Now, doctor could be, I mean, anyone, So, it's the translation of doctor that is Vaidya. It is not masculine, feminine there.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, next question is from Kanai. Kanai, please go ahead.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
So I also had two questions.
Okay.
One of them is that on YouTube, there are the first two lessons of Sanskrit, and then the rest are not there. Then it skips directly to lesson 6 and 7.
Yes, Kanai, we will upload them.
Okay.
Yeah. Today you
Thank
will
you.
get it probably, yeah.
And the other question was actually already answered, but I didn't understand it exactly.
Yes.
So when you ask Esah kaha or Esaka or Etat kim, you don't know what it is, right? And that's why you're asking. But if you don't know what the item is, how do you know its gender? So how do you know what to ask?
Esah kaha, so like I'm holding this book, right? So because the book is pustakam, book in Sanskrit pustakam. So if I have to ask, I'll say etat kim. So you see what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you say, if it is, this is far from you, you say tat pustakam. If it is nearby you say etat pustakam.
But if I'm asking what this is and I don't know what it is, how do I define the gender?
But when you say what is this, means you will be pointing out something, right? To ask that
Yes.
question. Yeah. So that object is there. With the object or person will be there, right? You will ask who is this or what is this, right? If it is an object, you will say what is this. If it's a
Yes.
person, you will say who is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you use what or who for ka or ka or kim, right? So
Okay.
if woman is standing by, then it's a esa ka, then somebody say, okay, esa mahila asti, like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, next question is from Harini.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
Prabhuji, I just have two questions. My first question, I just have only one question. My first question is, what do we say? My first question is, why do we say like Eseka and Etet Kim and Eseka?
Yeah.
Like, why do we say this with the objects?
I didn't quite understood your question, but esa, this is like, we are learning here Sanskrit, right? So we're trying to translate English into Sanskrit. So what is this? So depending on the gender, you can say etat kim or esa ka or esa kah.
I know, well, but what we say that with the object name in the Sanskrit.
The object name in Sanskrit is whatever object are there. Like here we learn about Syutaha, right? Or Deepaha,
Yeah.
like that. So the object will be there, no? So here also in picture you see there is an object, there is a picture, and there is a name for it, right? So we know, for example, see here, you see my screen, Gati, right? See my arrow, Gati. So Gati is a clock, okay, and it is far, right? So Gati, because I told you it ends with E, it is feminine. And since it is feminine, you use word sa, gati, like that. Okay?
Okay. My second question is, why are we learning this? That's my second question.
Why are we?
Why are we learning this?
Why are we learning this Sanskrit language?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because Sanskrit language is a original Vedic language. If you really want to understand Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, all the original script is in Sanskrit language. Okay. So if you know Sanskrit, then you will make out meaning of that sloka by yourself. Right now, we are lucky that translation is available of slokas, English, Hindi, Gujarati, mostly all languages. But if you really want to be a Pandit, you want to be really a scholar in Sanskrit, to understand the slokas, you need to know this thing. This is like a basic right now, but then you will learn more grammar and advance depending on your interest. So this course is for basic learning. It's just for spoken Sanskrit, just to how to speak. For example, we learn about what is your name, right? So you ask Bhavataha Nam Kim, right? And Bhavatyaha Nam Kim. So communication purpose in Sanskrit, you may not use it or use it. And some people take the classes to learn Sanskrit. So, either they want to advance more into Sanskrit, or they just want to learn for sake of learning it, and for speaking purpose, whatever, like that. So everyone may have different objective learning Sanskrit language, but
Okay.
it is good to learn this language in order to understand the scripture more thoroughly.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Next question we have from Mihika. Mihika, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I have one question that is, if you do not know a word, but you do not know that word that you see, and you don't even have the meaning. How would you figure out the meaning of it?
Yeah, well, that's a vocabulary we need to know, no? Because without knowing, when you learn English, how do you start learning speaking English, Because you learn vocabulary. First of all, you start with your A, B, C, D, and you learn some words, right? You remember how did you start learning English language?
Yes.
Yeah, similarly, you're gonna learn this.
And Prabhuji, my second question is that is there any trick for for like you see a picture and then you're trying to find out which gender it is, but
Yeah.
you don't have the word. So how would you find the gender out of the picture?
Okay, but from the picture you will know what it is, right? For example, this is my arrow. You see my arrow? From this picture, you know who she is, right? Or he is. She is a girl, right? You can see from the picture, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's a feminine. And you see here from picture, this is window, right? Looks like window here to you. Okay, so window is a Sanskrit word for that is Vatayanam. And it ends with ma, that's why it is neuter gender. Similarly, you see this is blackboard. So you have to know the Sanskrit meaning of blackboard, which means Krishna Falakam. So when Krishna Falakam ends with ma, so it is neuter gender. That's why it is tough. Right?
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Prabhuji. Next question we have from Mishti.
Where is Misty?
Hare Krishna. Yeah, please go ahead, ask your question. We cannot hear you. Okay. So next question we have from Kumudini.
My question is like, do we have to like, I forgot my question.
Okay, we will come to you. Okay. We have next Karthik.
I think I accidentally raised my hand.
Okay, no problem. So Kumudini, would you like to ask your question?
Yes. On WhatsApp, did you post the link of
Yes.
YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, next question is from Prafulla.
How do you say boat in Sanskrit?
Nauka.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Next question we have from Advaita. Advait.
When are we going to play Kahoot?
Tomorrow, Friday. Okay. So, Prabhuji, we are done with for today's question and answers session, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your time and association and teaching us this Devanagari script. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you for your cooperation and assistance. Okay. So I will leave the meeting now. Hare Krishna to everyone. Punah milam.